Hi, Ollie. Thank you for joining us like this on a screen. And I've got a couple of questions to ask you, 4 questions. And the first one, a simple one, is who are you?
Hi, Bishop Hugh. My name's Ollie. I live up in St Merrin, which is a small little village near Padstow, North Cornwall.
Thank you. Second question is, could you tell us what will you be doing this time tomorrow?
This time tomorrow, I'm going to be working from home, which means that if I'm lucky enough and if the surf forecast is good, I might have had a surf first thing before work. And then I'll be at my desk with my pager turned on. I'm on the lifeboat crew up in Padstow. So, I'll be on call as well and able to respond to that if needs be. Hopefully not, but if need be.
Right. So you have you got an ordinary job, your job?
Yeah. I do actually have an order. Basically, I'm a health and safety consultant, and I work in the private medical sector as well.
Okay.
So a combination of those 2 things, really. But tomorrow I'll be doing consultancy work.
Okay, great. But you could get a buzz anytime out to the lifeboat now.
Sure, absolutely. And in weather like this today and tomorrow, it could be potentially like a commercial fishing boat, maybe something like that.
Okay.
But fingers crossed not.
Great. I wonder, Ollie, if you could tell us a bit about what difference your faith makes to a normal day in your life.
I think for me, what I remind myself on a day-to-day basis is that, although church is this sort of sacred and holy place, actually, the kingdom of God lies outside of those walls, so that's within our streets, in our homes, in our supermarkets, on our roads. And so I kind of describe myself as a follower of Jesus. So in my day-to-day life, I kind of reflect on his ministry and try to, in some way, reflect that in my own way of living and interacting with people, whether that's at home or at work.
Wonderful. So that's great. A follower of Jesus rather than a churchgoer. Yeah.
And for me, I think it's very easy just to kind of maybe just go, I accept Christ into my life. Boom, that's it. That's the job done. But that is a part of it, obviously, a huge part. But then it's actually about looking at the ministry of Jesus and the words and the message and the actions, and then trying your hardest to implement that as a kind of living, breathing part of your day. It's not always easy, is it?
No, that's great. Thank you. That's really beautiful. Actually, I'm going to say something a bit like that in my sermon on Sunday, and you've said it much better than I will. I'm going to have to go and rewrite my sermon. So a final question. I wonder, how could the church community, that might be your own church community or just the church in general, how might the church community better support you in that everyday faith that you're talking about?
I think it's important that I think what we try and do is, as a church, as in our local community and then within the wider communities, is not just be a part of the community, but be at the heart of the community. And I think we need to think about maybe different ways in which we can speak to people, literally and spiritually as well. I think, for me, my faith was deepened by having an ability to work more through the church with people that might be in need of our help, the lost, the forgotten, people that are on the edges and the fringes of society.
Yeah.
Again, that reflects Jesus's ministry, and I feel like as a church we maybe should, try our hardest to kind of engage with that, and then also just put on things for people that that aren't in a place of need. So when your life's going good, let's have a local skate competition in a skate park or a surf competition that the church organises.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. That's how I feel like my faith could be deepened through work within the community.
Great. And the church kind of blessing you to do that.
And also I don't want to make out that doesn't happen, because it clearly does. It clearly does. And my church is great, and I know there's lots of churches everywhere that work with the community. So I don't want to kind of paint a picture that I think it doesn't happen, but I think we could intertwine and integrate with maybe the secular community and the wider community, maybe a bit better.
Great. Ollie, thank you so much for those thoughts. It'd be great to have talked to you for a bit longer, but this is time's up, I think. Thank you and bless you in your everyday faith, and see you again soon.
See ya.